Ow.
Bash him in the face.
You know, I may be a big man now, but that still hurts, you know?
It hurts my feelings.
I have feelings, you know, Crash.
Like, I know he doesn't pitch his voice when he's monster form, but I just felt like doing that.
That's okay.
It's weird that he doesn't, but I mean, it is what it is.
Whoop!
Alright, let's finish him off.
Come on, dupe. Oh, come on. There you go.
And that's that.
Finish off the incredible bulk.
Ha.
I will say it's kind of anticlimactic, though, that because with the inverted levels, they more or less cut out most of the cinematic stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Well, because you already played through it in the regular mode.
Which is fair. That is completely fair. Like, cut off some of the fluff, but it's kind of weird in a way. So, for beating Brio again, we unlock Biker Crash.
Yeah!
Crash 3.
Slick shades and everything.
I actually missed the vehicle levels in this game, not gonna lie.
Well, we technically do have one of them, which is
I hate the board! I hate the board! Even in Crash 2, I hated the board!
It still counts as a vehicle, though.
God damn it!
You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'll keep Classic Crash on for a little longer
Crash it.
because it's about high time we actually checked out some of those previous levels. Now that we have inverted mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we start off with, you know, let's go back to the basics with Insanity Island.
In inverted mode.
Unfortunately, you do not get costumes from Inverted.
Nah, it's one costume per level.
Technically, you can, assuming you didn't already unlock the costume.
Right, the gems all that up.
It's the same with color gems as well.
Right. Yeah, we're not going to get it here anyway because we already got the costume for this level.
Oh, I know.
We already got our Mother Clucker.
That's not what
welcome everybody to the first Inverted Styles Sonar mode.
Yep, give it a spin, and yeah.
And also, thank God for this one, because they show where the boxes fucking are.
Hey.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the case for most, if not all, of these inverted modes. The crates are a little clearer to see, assuming they're still not hidden behind the, you know.
And hype, these don't look like Wumpa to me. I don't like them.
Yeah, basically, in inverted mode, all the Wumpa fruit are replaced with Bumpa berries.
Which are essentially the same thing, just, you know, they're berries as opposed to, you know, fruit.
I don't know, it seems pretty unbearable.
Huh.
I have a question, James, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone do this. Like, you know that one thing you get for, like, doing a perfect run? Is that shared between a regular and inverted level, or do you have to get it in both of them?
Only one.
Yeah, that one
Okay.
is shared between levels as well.
Now, what I'm not sure on is if you can get the perfect run through an inverted level or not. I want to say no, but wouldn't hurt to try anyway.
But
because I never did get it anywhere yet.
I think he passed a special play, though.
Nah, it's
what?
okay.
The bonus panel.
No,
No, not yet.
That's
further
not till
on.
later.
It's in the
Okay,
same
my bad.
place it is. So yeah, so all in all this really is they mirror the level horizontally. It's okay, Crash. It's okay. They mirror the
In
level.
a way that actually does make me think back to how much of a paranoid schizo he was in the very original release of Crash 1.
Yeah. It's like, oh gee, oh gosh.
He was off to save his quote-unquote girlfriend at the time, but oh, damn it.
Oops.
Damn it!
Well,
You know
it's
what?
okay.
Again, not going to make a big deal out of it. We already got the costume here. It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean that was where the original Cash Panuka. Who's that? What's that? Don't talk to me.
Come on, you gotta dash away, dash your little panda beep off.
But yeah, all they did was they mirror the level horizontally. But we talked about this. I appreciate that they added these cool little art styles to try and make it,
Yeah.
you know, feel visually more
one other
stunning.
thing worth mentioning. Hidden gems and inverted levels are changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're somewhere else.
And I will say one other thing is that, like, it's cool that we have, like, the sonar for this. Not every level, like, it's this kind of special treatment. Some of them are just, like, straight up, like, filters. Only a few of them have, like, actual game
Yeah, it's fine.
implications like this.
It's okay.
Oh, that's right. Aku Aku can still turn invincible.
We just rarely will ever get 3 Aku Aku like this in a while.
Yeah, no, because not only are there many...
Boy, I wish we could see what was going on up there.
Not only are there fewer Aku Akus, there's also...
Close enough.
Not only are there fewer Aku Aku masks, they're also much more spread out.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that nice.
The only way you'll be getting an invincibility mask is if you die so many times the game goes like,
Okay, here's a couple freebies. Here's a couple freebies.
Whee!
Whoa.
we'll get to that later.
Alright.
Well, what do you mean? Like, you really think this game's gonna reference something like that? Don't be a nerd.
Let's just say.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Why did I do
jeez.
that?
Ooh.
Let's just say Toys for Bob can be behind the times.
It's never mind.
Well, considering this game is about time. Yeah, I got nothing better than that.
So how are you enjoying the Vista, Logan?
I mean, it is cool. It's not one of the. It's not my favorite of the inverted art styles, but it is a neat little like thing to see in motion. Also, James, is there? I forgot if we already mentioned. Is there one in every single level, like this, a unique style?
Yes. Every single level has the inverted level or portion.
But does each one have its own unique? Does each level have its own unique style?
Correct.
God no.
Oh
No.
no! Not every.
All the
We'll see more. Like it's like every 3 levels. You know what? You say it, James. Sorry.
Yeah, every single world has its own unique gimmick to it. Like only Insanity Island has that little sonar stuff, whereas a place like the Hazardous Waste has a more neon-centric touch.
Okay, let's rock.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. There's also we still got Tana's levels to take care of.
And we'll show off one of them.
And like we said, like the timeline levels, you know, where you play as the other characters, they also have inverted variants as well.
That they do. It should also be worth noting is that every single, well, not Crash or Coco character only has 3 timeline levels to their name.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were expecting to get like a huge mileage out of them, I mean, assuming you don't die a lot, you might be in for a little bit of a disappointment. Though that being said, I do think they don't. If there's one thing I'll give credit where it's due, they don't outright, you know, they don't leave them with small rations. Like they do still get plenty of exposure throughout the game.
Also,
This place rules.
you would say that, wouldn't you? By the way, some
Well,
box
is she wrong?
placements in this level. Fuck them. Just.
Yeah, they get really.
In fact,
They-
show that off in the fucking background, James, to the right. Boom!
You know,
Whoa!
Bastard!
I didn't know that. I didn't know that guy was there.
Just no, you really gotta keep your eyes peeled, especially your third one.
Yep, because it's like, oh, don't forget that one.
I do love that inverted levels, oddly enough, the boxes are easier to find in those games because they're pretty much highlighted throughout the whole level.
Yeah, and I will also say there are also the occasional, especially with these levels, like there may be times where it may seem harder, but there's actually rare cases where I think the timeline crates are a little easier to manage than the regular stages.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're merciful.
Anyway, I know we've more or less been running on fumes this past
I
while.
hate that one back there.
How are you guys doing at the moment?
I'm doing okay. Just yeah, we're gonna address it in a little bit. Is that these flashback stages are really neat and they have a really cool idea behind them, but there's really just one part in particular that I feel like could have been done better with how
Actually,
they got here.
I think we did talk about that before, didn't we?
Oh yeah, no, we did. Oh my god, I am running on fumes. It's
I'm fine.
It is getting kind of late for us, in all fairness.
Well, what's funny is that, like, it's technically later for me than you guys, but I'm perfectly fine.
but then again, I was already running on fumes when we saw today was already kind of
No,
a bit.
We
Oh wait,
could
James,
go
not yet.
that way, but we can go to the right.
Oh, look at that.
Don't be a stooge. Take the left.
Dude.
Rio Adventures go left.
Oh goodness me, we did it.
You know, I guess I'll say this real quick. I think it's kind of obvious that at some point or another we could get a potential Crash 5, like, way later down the road. Like,
Oh, most definitely.
say if they decide to add, like, give us some other faces to play as aside from who we've got here. Who would you want to see get that special treatment?
Embryo.
Whoa.
Before I answer that question, I do want to say, I think I showed it to you guys, but apparently there's been, like, some
Nice.
goings-on that we might actually get, like, DLC costumes for characters. Because if you look in the files, there actually are, like, skin files for characters
Whoosh.
aside from Crash and Coco in them.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool. Just as long as we don't have to pay for them and they're an update, because Toys for Bob said there'd be no microtransactions with this game, but you know.
Well, DLC and microtransaction are two separate things.
As long as they add, like, levels and costumes for it, then that's fine.
Yeah, screw it, I'll just go the old-fashioned way.
Or, like, to get the costume, instead of just saying, pay this amount now for a costume. Instead of going, like, pay for a few levels and you'll get costumes from it.
But yeah, I guess
Well,
just
we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, I'm still eager for it all, more or less, assuming they go a little harder than they did with the Insane Trilogy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, I actually better get going.
What?
Oh,
I got
Aw,
a few things
okay.
to do, but y'all have fun. Enjoy this.
Oh, actually, hold on, Matt. Before you do
yes.
leave, want to see another bullshit box?
Oh, fuck yeah!
Wow.
I hate
There.
that one too. That one's even worse.
Oh, and then we gotta go back.
And also,
Just-
this one legitimately, no matter what, you cannot hit that box with the grappling hook. The grappling hook,
It's-
legitimately, the hitbox for the grappling hook goes right over it.
which is weird.
It's very picky.
Ew, that box is all slimy and full of germs.
So,
Ooh, box cooties.
so just in general, like, there's a difference between difficulty and just being obtuse, and I just don't agree with this. And oh,
There we go.
Actually, you know what? I'll wait until you finish this part.
Let's see how Tana managed to help save the Bandicoots in this particular instance.
'cause yeah, this was meant to just run us right over right away.
It's like, I mean, way to go with all that Bandicoot strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi?
Also, no. Apparently, despite the fact that we heard her totally say, "Oh yeah," first time, not in this version. Of
Oh yeah, she didn't say it there. You're right.
It's the same with, like, later on when we play as Cortex. That's not a spoiler. We showed it off in the demo. He says, like, he laughs when he blows up that thing in our timeline, like, blows up the ship in that later level. But in this universe, in his own events, he goes, "Oh, drat, I didn't mean to."
I mean, you say that there's an even worse. There's an even worse offender later, where if you watch the cutscene, it should be something where we should have absolutely been able to physically see them, but you can't see them actually. Oh,
Also, if you did not get the green
Oh, wow.
gem in the other version, you can get it here as well.
oops.
yep.
Also,
Oh,
don't worry, Engine's little death truck there will grab it and will more or less break any other crate.
I think there's
crate you might have
one
missed.
Which is
plate
good.
that it's an exception for, and you have to.
That one right there.
No, not that one. There's one coming up. One more ramp.
Well, that one there, it wouldn't have been able to break because I don't think it breaks the
This
bridge.
one.
Unless,
That, I think that
Oh.
one might be slightly too high for his for the Deathmobile. Anyway, sorry, you were saying?
No,
which
that's that.
cutscene?
That's it.
Which cutscene?
the Dingo Dow one with from the demo, the Dingo Dow one with the T-Rex. Like he totally hops on the stone arc to get to the
Oh,
portal,
yeah.
but you can't see it happen. Nice.
Booyah. Actually, before we do stop this particular session, there is one last thing I wouldn't mind
And
showing.
this is
Right
now.
this is my second favorite. That costume, the Bright Now, that costume is the one I'm talking about. That I like for Coco.
Well, that's good to know. How about we rock that shit off when we fight Engine for a second time?
Engine,
Thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Just as soon as the loading's all done.
Yeah, again, I will admit.
Oh, there it
it's
is.
Pretty bad.
Again, it would be nice if they could. Again, it would be. Ugh, boy, that's
I like this
Yeah, I was
one.
about to-
Shut up.
it's harsh.
Well, I think it's like, I don't mind the outfit and the highlights. I just think that the blue skin's probably a little too much.
It's supposed
Yeah, let's go get
to
classic
be a
Coco.
black light.
I know, but yeah.
Meanwhile, whenever the wastelands are inverted, it literally goes full on neon.
And it looks pretty sick.
I do think, although that being said,
Don't forget the guy
it's
that
more
comes out.
evident in the stages rather than the boss fight, where, like, it's weird that certain inverted levels actually do run at a better stability, depending on the depending on the gimmick. Like, the
Right.
sonar level we went through earlier was, like, full on 60 frames. And
Also,
the same
what
thing
I-
could technically said about the neon levels, aside from this boss fight, because, again, that robot just chugs the frame rate like nothing else.
When you're doing the normal level, the textures are animated. In this, the textures are all wonky to the point where they literally are now back to low poly, and therefore the game runs smoother.
Oh,
What I find funny.
It's like with. Oh, sorry. It's like in the sonar level. If you look, nothing of us was
Dude.
textured in the sonar level.
I'd also
Well,
just argue that's like depending on the situation. Some they just outright get rid of some of the models.
Why do you
And
not
what
Like
about you?
flash
And,
props.
and then yeah, what about you, Hype?
I was just saying, like, just going back to like what you were saying. I think it's kind of funny in this one because if you look down at the hands in the mosh pit, there's supposed to be like fog around that, but without the fog, you can just see that they're clearly just like separate hand models just sticking
Yeah,
out of
see?
nowhere.
Yeah. So yeah,
Don't get me
various
wrong,
particle
I love
effects.
this.
See, I can see various particle effects and things are deloaded, and I can see that working. And so close.
And yeah, you don't want to go inside that mosh pit. Just saying.
No.
Of course not. You don't know where those freaks have been with their filthy little hands.
Careful.
At the very least, we give Engine one last chance to shine before being completely written out of the script.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanna ask,
and,
like,
and with this inverted version, I can make a joke I was trying to make in the original playthrough, but wasn't able to.
Oh.
Go
Well,
for it.
No, after he's defeated.
Well, something I do want to point out is that, oh, I remember now. Like, do the boss strategies, like, alter a little slightly when you're in inverted mode? Because I feel like some of those
No.
attack patterns are a bit different.
Nope.
All they really do is it's just again inverted.
Okay.
I think maybe it throws slightly more things at you. Actually, no, now that I see it, no, this is the exact same, yeah.
Because it felt like that second phase, to me, felt a little bit different than in the original mode. Like, I felt like there were a few more pauses in inverted mode than it was originally.
I feel like some cutscenes don't play, like some interactions.
No, I
maybe.
mean, like, during this fight, like, he would stop banging, like, he'll stop sending these out, like,
I didn't even
in the original.
Damn it! I didn't even
Oof.
see that one.
Well, yeah,
The
no,
neon
I
gets
will
ya.
say this neon is like way. It's cool in the main level. In this, everything is already so bright.
Especially with the fire back there. The fire back there with the neon, the fire can mask the red particles coming at you.
Just need to send out one more little bastard, and then I'll use him as a projectile and get on that cranium like nothing else.
Easy does it. Here it
I'm
comes.
honestly debating. Again, I'm probably just gonna end up cutting some of this out just for the sake of keeping
That's fine.
things, brief.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Because this is more or less the same fight.
We'll do this the hard way.
Bring it on, Baldy!
Nice.
Baldy.
I'm not bald.
I'm only bald on half of me. The other half of me is still as smooth and sexy self.
I'm only bald on half, and that's only because I'm literally have a rocket plastered into my head, you dumbass.
What rocket?
I wonder how long it took for Embryo to finally realize. Or, do it again. How long did it take for Engine to figure that out?
He's like, no. How long since you stopped going to the company pool party?
Also,
No.
witness me.
And that's that. Again, kind of a. It's still kind of jarring to me, even though I understand it does make things go by quicker.
Yeah.
What goes by quicker?
Just to get rid of the cutscenes during the invert stuff. Anyway, now that we did finish that off, we've also unlocked Classic Coco.
Yay.
Hey!
Seems more or less true to herself, except for one, she sells her tablet, and two, they forgot to color in her flower.
Yeah, I
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
wish, one, they colored in the flower, and two, they changed that tablet into the laptop she had in the second game.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. So, on that note, folks, let me put on my... Oh, that's right, I already had my funky fresh duds. What am I saying? So, yeah, next time we play through Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time! We're going to head on over to a Mardi Gras.
A
Woohoo!
Dia de los Muertos Mardi Gras. It's a weird but really cool and fun combination.
Just a few days ago.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling rather hungry.
Yeah, no, we better go make some dinner plans.
Till next time, everybody.
Anybody want to go to a diner?